it's me, earthmanbrick, and we're back with an official Transformer. That's right, it's Earthrise, whatever. It's Earthrise, War for Cybertron, Runamuck. Now, he's one of the original Battle Chargers, which was a pullback toy that you would pull back, it would release, and then towards the end of its release, it would transform. It would automatically flip up. It was a very basic kind of one-step transformation. And there was two. There was Runamuck and Runabout. Runabout was black and he had like a red window. But yeah, they were both very basic. But this rendition has him as a proper transforming, fully articulated figure. The other one had zero articulation. It was just transform and not transform, and the arms could sort of fold forward, and then you'd stick the gun on his shoulder because he had zero articulation in the actual arms themselves. Very basic stuff. In fact, here's the advert for them. Let me just pull this up.
Look! It's Ultimatus and the Autobots! Battle Chargers attack!
Nobody jumps into action faster than Battle Chargers!
My Battle Chargers will crush the Autobots!
Nobody jumps into action faster than Battle Chargers! For them meets the eye, the Transformers!
It's the Autobots! Battle Chargers attack!
The Transformers, each sold separately from Hasbro.
They also featured in the episode Ghost in the Machine, which was almost like a three-parter, I think. It was like the original episode was Starscream's Ghost, where he possessed a whole litany of different Decepticons and Autobots in order to try and get revenge on Galvatron for killing him. Because in the lore, he's got an invincible spark and he can effectively possess other Transformers, which he doesn't find out until after he dies. So that was a pretty cool situation, made for a really cool plot line. And the follow-up episode was the Ghost in the Machine, which Runabout and Runamuck featured quite strongly. So here we go.
Go get another one!
We're two of the hardest charging dudes the Decepticons got, and what does Galvatron give us? Duty on this dinky planet. Yeah, we should be leaving the Scourge! Hold it right there! Galvatron put a bounty on your head!
My Decepticon comrades, there has been a misunderstanding. I was on a secret mission for Galvatron.
Sure you were! Let's see your security pass.
Security pass?
Passes? Passes!
Starscream!
I don't have to show you no stinking passes. Say goodbye, Runamuck.
Runabout, what are you doing? Oh!
Nighty-night. Scourge, this way, hurry!
Pretty cool stuff. They also have to explain themselves later on in the episode.
You failed! But Galvatron, there was nothing we could do. Yeah, Starscream's ghost took over my body.
Silence, you cowards, and prepare to be scrapped. Track them down like the Marconian dogs and terminate them!
Very cool stuff. But yeah. So this is Runamuck here. I don't have Runabout. Unfortunately, it wasn't the easiest to get. So let's pop this guy out. Here's his pistol. Now apparently they got the pistols the wrong way around in terms of the mold. So this looks more like the Runabout's one. And you can peg it up on the shoulder, just like the original toy, as we saw earlier. So that's pretty cool. Now, he's got a lot of articulation. He's got an ankle rocker, he's got knees, he's got swivels, pivots. The arms don't, the hands don't rotate, but every other part of it does. And again, it's kind of more or less blocked by the various bits of kibble. But it all looks alright, and you even have the faux extra wheels, as in that they had in the cartoon. Would have been nice if they coloured it white, like the trim there. I mean, that would have made sense, but I don't know. Maybe they cheaped out. I've no idea, but anyway, still pretty darn cool. Bit of hollowness here, hollowness in the backs here of the legs. But aside from that, it all cleans up pretty nicely, so let's have a look at his transformation. His head is on a ball joint, I believe, but very limited as to... You can only really swivel it, but it's kind of all you really need. Because, I mean, that head sculpt, beautiful work. So, to transform, flip in the fists, and then on the... I think we come down here, and we want to kind of accordion the legs in. So they kind of all fold up and everything tucks in. Just flip and tuck. And then these parts you can see, they just punch in together there. And then this flips around because that's just a faux chest. This is the actual cockpit. Yes, cars all have cockpits now. It's canon. Because I can't remember what it's called. Under the vehicle? I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So we need to flip this part around. I think this untabs first. Here. So we flip the head in. Just pops in. And then this is meant to come detached. There we go. Which frees up the arms. So we can tuck those in. And then this whole part is meant to swing around like that. And then this whole part kind of is on a big hinge joint here. It is very stiff, but you can actually get it over. Oh, forgot to pop out the wheels. There we go. And it all just kind of, you need to just generally futz it back in. And there we go, there's his vehicle mode. Getting everything to line up perfectly is almost a bit of an exercise in frustration. There is a few noticeable gaps, but the overall aesthetic works. It rolls like crap. Not anywhere as good as the original toy. Yeah, don't really quite get the full traction. I think for some reason this wheel doesn't want to fully pop out. But yeah, I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on there. Would have been nice if it was just a solid black, but it is what it is. I mean, you do get that nice glint off it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, he looks like a proper kind of racing car. Very cool. Look at that beautiful exhaust detail. That's nice. And the painted signs there. The emblem's pretty cool. And the gun can peg up on top. There's no other way to store it. But yeah, pretty darn cool. Let's see if we can transform him back just as quick, if not quicker. So yep, we just then accordion this thing back. And again, it's not the... It does feel like you're almost kind of going to break it every time. So yep, just unpeg the arms. Flip them back round. Pop open the chest. Flip out the head. And flipping out the head is actually one of the hardest parts. Because it just seems to want to bash against everything. There we go. Flip that up. Flip that back round. And then the legs, we just flip that around again. And unpeg here. Unaccordion those bits. Flip down these. And he's back in robot mode. Just flip out the fists. And he's pretty much done. So yeah, there's Runamuck. Pretty darn cool. Is he perfect? No. He does have a waist swivel. Apparently it only wants to go in one direction. No, it does go in both. That's fine. So yeah, pose-wise, yeah, we can give him a relatively wise stance. Whenever you try to bend the knees, it always does want to pop out here first. But yeah, pretty darn cool. Nice G1 rendition that's more cartoon accurate. There are better third-party versions out there, but they're a good bit more expensive because they're more like masterpiece. And they do have a lot more kind of complex transformations. But if you're looking for something that is a kind of a mid-range, this is bloody good. I'm not familiar with any other third-party ones, so if anyone is aware of any, just let me know in the comments, because I want to know. I want to have a look and check them out. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today, so thanks again for watching, and bye.